Hello viewers, this is still Pastor Itumeleng on that series, So That We See Him. Today I want us to go through humility on seeing Him, humility on how to see Jesus. Let's go through the book of Luke chapter 19, the first 4 verses. And he entered and was passing through Jericho. And behold, there was a man called by the name of Zacchaeus, and he was a chief tax gatherer, and he was rich. And he was trying to see who Jesus was, and he was unable because of the crowd, for he was a small in stature. And he ran on ahead and climbed up into a sycamore tree in order to see him, for he was about to pass through that way. That's the word of God. He says Jesus was going into Jericho, but he was not going to stay there. He was going and out. But that's not the message for today. This verse 2 to verse 4, that's where we get the message. It says, behold, that's where our attention should be. Behold, let's have attention on this. There was a man by the name of Zacchaeus, and he was a chief tax gatherer, and he was rich. He was wealthy, he was rich, and he was trying to see who Jesus was, and he was unable because of the crowd. He was unable. Why? For he was small in stature, he was very short in stature. And he ran on ahead and climbed up into the sycamore tree in order to see him, for he was about to pass through that way. Let's look at this. I've heard many preachers, I've heard many people talking about Zacchaeus, the chief collector, who was very proud, who was very boastful, who had riches, who was so arrogant and all that. But that's not what I see here. I want us to look at this as saying, for a person who wants to see Jesus, and looking at Zacchaeus and our situation and what may be distracting us throughout this world. There are many things that may be distracting us. But let's go in this. This man, Zacchaeus, first of all, he was a chief tax collector, the chief tax gatherer. That means the position that he was holding was of a higher position. He was not just a tax collector. He was not just somebody. He was not just a man who was working in the field, but he was a chief tax collector. He was the main man at SARS. He was the main man in finances. He was the main man at Itumeleng. He was the main man in that faculty of finances, the chief tax collector. But the very same chief collector is not only the position, but again, he was rich. He was filthy rich. He was a rich man. Let's talk about this man. How many people who are rich has the courage to forsake, to leave their own jobs, their own position? I mean, this man had a position. We may talk about the manager, we may talk about the CEO, but those guys, they may not care. If he's that important, he will come to my office. If he's that important, we'll meet somewhere, drinking coffee or playing golf together. But this one, he goes all out to see who Jesus was. And again, he was rich. Apart from the position, how many rich people go out to see another person, who that person is? No, you don't take efforts to go and see. You would rather call that person to come to you. But he went to see Jesus. And the Bible says, and he was trying to see who Jesus was. And he was unable because of the crowd. He was small in stature. Let me first go back to that one of the position. If we are humble enough, how many people who are arrogant because of their positions? If you're humble enough, it doesn't matter the position, it doesn't matter how broke But if you want to see who Jesus is, somebody may give an excuse that I'm just a cleaner, I'm just my position, I'm just a gardener, I don't work, I'm just a street kid, I don't even have parents, I don't even have a house, I cannot go to church, I cannot go looking for Jesus, I'm this and that, all those excuses. But it doesn't matter the excuse. This one had a position. Let your position, who you are, whether you don't know who your father is, maybe you don't know what you're going to eat today, maybe yes, you are on a sick bed because of this epidemic, it doesn't matter. You can go all out and look for Jesus. I remember the story in the book of Mark chapter 5. The Bible is telling us about the woman with the issue of blood. And he heard about Jesus. She heard about Jesus. And it doesn't matter whether she lost a lot, she even strength. But she said, I have to go out. I have to go and see this Jesus. Let your position not distract you for seeing Jesus. It is not about the position that you're holding. The other thing is rich. Your riches. This Zacchaeus was rich, but he said, I want to see Jesus. Yes, the Bible says, blessed are the poor in spirit. But the people who are rich spiritually, yes, financially, yes, the people who are rich, but even spiritually, we know pastors, we know bishops, we know ranks, and they are of those ranks and of those positions. They know all other things in the Bible. They can quote the Bible as if they are the authors themselves of the Bible. They know verse by verse, they know every scripture in the Bible, but they don't know this Jesus. I know other pastors, they may preach as if you will say, you rather stay on the pulpit. They preach like fire, but they've never encountered this Jesus. Let your knowledge and how rich you are in spirit and in any other area. You've got all the friends. Socially, you are rich. Economically, you are rich. The people who are rich in many other dimensions of life, even mentally. The people who are rich here, they are the intellects of this world. They know everything. But they are distracted. They cannot see Jesus. I've been reading a lot nowadays, ever since this epidemic of corona. People are distracted and people are blaming the church and people are blaming God and people are blaming Jesus, and the issue of Christianity comes in between. But all I can say to you, viewer, my brother, my sister, is that it doesn't matter how rich you are. It doesn't matter how little you know. It doesn't matter how much you know. You can make sure that you see Jesus. Apart from all your riches. The Bible says, and he was trying to see who Jesus was. And was unable because of the crowd. Maybe there are crowds, people before you, your parents, your brothers, your sisters, your friends, other people are crowded on you. You are so crowded. Even about technology, you are always on Facebook, WhatsApp, Instagram, Twitter, and all that. You are so crowded. Your mind is crowded because of the crowds that make you unable to see Jesus. It's not about how crowded things are before you. You can make some means and say, I want to see this Jesus. Let me set aside for this Jesus. Look at what Zacchaeus did. He was small, he was crowded, but he had a plan. The Bible says he ran. He was crowded, he was small in stature, but he made a plan. Being small in stature, the other thing that may distract you from not seeing Jesus, there are people who are small in stature, there are people who are big in stature, and it doesn't matter, small or big, let it not matter to you. That when the Israelites had to spy the land, they saw giants and they said, these guys are giants, we cannot make it. but it doesn't matter whether they are the giants. It doesn't matter whether they look at themselves as they are just small. Caleb and Joshua said, they may be giants, but we shall make it. It's not about how you grow. It's not about whether you are blind, whether you are lame, whether you are tall. Leave all those sides aside. The Bible says, this man ran. I never seen a rich man running for something. When, let me give you an illustration. They said one day they saw the other animal was just running. I think it was the springbok, just running. And the monkey was on top of the sea, said, why are you running? And the springbok said, I'm running for my life. And later on, the lion was behind the springbok. And the monkey asked the lion, why are you running? He said, I'm running for my stomach, for meal. So, people are running somewhere. And if you're not running, you may end up dead. If you're not running, you may end up hungry. We're running to Jesus because He is the feeder of our souls. He prepares a table before us. We're running to Him because He keeps our lives intact. We're running to Him because He gives us life and He gives us food. He gives us everything. We run to Him. We've never seen the rich man running, but humility shows that Zacchaeus ran. He did not only run, but he climbed on top of the tree. By running, he was making some efforts. Make efforts to see Jesus. I wish people can make efforts. On Sunday morning, you prepare yourself and say, I'm going to share what God has for me. I must see this God. For your neighbors, you do an extra mile. You take efforts and say, because I want to see Jesus. And one day you will say, I was hungry, I was in the hospital, I was doing this, and you say, I did everything. I took efforts. And that's what Jesus said. He said, if somebody is pushing you to accompany him for a mile, take 2 miles. Make efforts so that you may see him. And climb the tree. That is risk taking. Take a risk for Jesus. Take a risk for him. Be humble enough to take a risk. And when he was on top of the tree, because Jesus was passing by, he noticed him. He will see you. He will notice you. He sees all your efforts. He sees your risk. He knows that you are praying for the sick. He knows that you're going on a hunger. You are fasting for the sake of another person so that you can see him. May God help us so that we may see him on every effort, on our humility, on whatever we do. Let us not forget to humble ourselves so that we may see him. It doesn't matter how strong, how rich, how short, how tall, and all those other things in our lives. We may see him one day. And God bless you. Thank you.